I gave signatures to Cal Webster and Ted Johnson, and Ted got on one knee and held my hand and offered to wash my car for me in order to get my signature. And it was amazing. My car is sparkly clean now. And Cal gave me the most amazing massage on Saturday afternoon right before formal.
In the end, the green team won with a little help from one of the incoming freshmen, Colby Howell, who managed to get more signatures than any other guy in the house. Even though the Buckeyes had to work pretty hard to get the Brooks ladies out here, it all paid off with great food and everyone had a good time. This has been Heather Hooper reporting for Pilot News.
Last Tuesday, the music department put on an improvised jazz concert featuring musicians and dancers from Principia. The experience was both free and freeing. Principians gathered in Davis Music Hall for Rich O'Donnell and Jim Haggerty's jazz concert. The music was abstract, off the wall, and 100% improvised. O'Donnell played percussion and Haggerty played piano. They were joined by students Jacob Kohut on the saxophone and Will Buchanan on electric guitar. The performance featured modern dancers who improvised as well. Students Margie Woodbury and Andrea Ives, as well as Hillary Harper Wilcoxon, the theater and dance department chair. The dancers utilized the entire stage, even underneath the piano. It was certainly a night of raw creative talent.
You may have noticed flyers around campus encouraging students to try spending quiet time in random places. The idea originated with all-campus meta head Mark Asher and Janet Irvin. They are exploring ways to shake up our 10 to 10:30 time slot by creating a new feel and hopefully a new appreciation. Chrissie Sydness has more on the story.
Whether it's in your room or out on the chapel green, quiet time is reserved to grasp your spiritual strength for the day. Are we using quiet time to the best we can? We asked a few students why quiet time was important to them.
I love it when everyone participates in the organized quiet time.
Along with the importance of prayer and reflection, quiet time is a time for you to better understand Christian Science and your studies with the weekly Bible lesson. We had a few words with the all-campus meta heads on why they decided to set up the random week location of quiet time and why they feel it's necessary in our daily lives here at Principia.
When we put God first, everything else kind of falls into place for me. And so taking that time to just relax and put all the daily busyness down, like emails and phone, gives us the time to just connect with God and be quiet and just relax.
Overall, quiet time has helped serve as a personal reflective period for all those on campus. Whether students use it at this designated time or at another part in their day, hopefully at one point they stop and reflect on Christian Science.
From the events that we've seen in the past week, we've now re-evaluated quiet time and have seen from students and the all-campus meta heads why quiet time is a great time to set aside in your day. This is Chrissie Sydness for PCTV News.
Say goodbye to Starbrooks, well, at least for now. Brooks House left Principia students wanting more with the last Starbrooks for this quarter and the next 3 quarters as well. Starbrooks on the Rocks went out with a bang, featuring the familiar acts, but with a spring twist. Students struggled to find seats in the packed living room as they settled down to listen to a night of music and poetry by their peers. Skip McIntosh kicked off the night with a comical love song about Southwest Airlines. George Clements performed a duet with Elizabeth Post, as well as an original guitar song titled Roses and Thorns. Among other performances, Sarah McDaniel read several pieces of poetry she'd written. Daniel Truman also showed off his creative side by reading some of his own poetry as well, including one piece he wrote that night. Mark Asher played 2 songs on the piano, one of which captured a new tune to Hymn 49. And, as usual, the women of Brooks sold tasty treats while musical and poetry performances kept the audience engaged the whole night long. The Vikings won't be hosting the popular event in their own house until renovations to the Brooks building are complete in 2008. And now the sports report with Chrissie Sydness. She's got an inside look at what's going on with the Crafton Center swimming pool and a profile on senior track star Rob Osborne and a preview of the upcoming Ultimate Frisbee Tournament. Take it away, Katie.
Thanks, David. Need to cool off on hot spring days? Now there's a place on campus where you can relax and swim. The Crafton Athletic Facility just opened up the new pool and hot tub for students and the public to use. The new Olympic-sized swimming pool is one of the most exciting features of the new facility. The swim team now has a pool to practice in with more lanes and better diving pool and equipment. The pool is also used for weekly water polo games, diving, and lifeguard classes. It's a new place for recreational fun on campus and is quite popular both day and night. The hot tub is open every evening for students and the public to enjoy. So grab your suit and come on down for a swim or a soak. Track season may be over, but some Principiant runners have barely slowed down. Pilot News' Aaron Swinney caught up with cross-country runner and track star Rob Osborne and filed this report.
Rob Osborne sat down with Pilot News for a heart-to-heart interview last week. He filled us in on his last season being the track team captain and how his love for running started in the first place. Osborne was born in Canada and raised in England and New Zealand. He and his family moved to the States during his sophomore year in high school, where he joined the track team to make friends.
I want to keep running because it's really something that I love. I love the feeling of it, and I also love just being out and doing things with friends like running.
He has continued running ever since, now through college, and he has won various titles. He placed within the top 7 runners in all conference this year and placed 3rd in Principia's all-time steeplechase record. But this kind of success takes a fair amount of dedication.
I really like the challenge because a lot of people say, why do you put yourself through like so much physical discomfort, or why do you commit yourself to that? And I don't know, I just like the fact that it's something that people don't naturally just want to do.
Osborne often starts the day with a 20-mile run. Although he finds freedom in running itself, he also has his challenges.
Sometimes you kind of hit a brick wall, or it feels like you're hitting a wall and you're not improving. And it can be frustrating for a while to work through that, but it's really satisfying when you finally do.
Osborne is graduating this spring and plans to work as a counselor at Bow Isles Camp this summer. But he is still unsure of what will come next. But one thing is for sure, he says he plans to run for the rest of his life.
It's springtime again, and Frisbee players have returned from a 6-month hibernation. Reporting from the Geographic Center of all things Frisbee on campus, the Chapel Green, Matt Shaw has the story.
Ultimate Frisbee is a major pastime here at Principia, but once a year it becomes more than an afternoon activity. Every spring for the past 10 years, the Frisbee Club has put together the Principia Disc Off, which over 100 people attend each year. The students are not the only ones who can participate in this exciting event. Faculty, alumni, and staff are all welcomed and encouraged to sign up for the tournament. Sometimes even the dogs come out. The tournament is typically held at the end of 9th week, but people start putting their teams together much earlier. I spoke with Josh Sprague, the RC of Rackham, and asked him how he gets a team together.
We definitely recruit a little bit, but we've got a few players. There was a couple people I definitely wanted to play with, and after that it's just okay, who else can we get?
An added bonus for those who sign up for the tournament is a custom Frisbee.